Hey, what's up? It's Gazbot, and I'm here at the Santa Rosa Toy and Comic Con, and I'm with
the big dog.
Welcome back to Gazbot's Toy Shop. That's right, this is the little mini show where I show you my pickups for the week, month, year, whatever. What we're going to talk about today is I went to the Santa Rosa Toy Show. I'm here in California, and that was, I think it was about a 2-hour drive for me. I went with my buddy, the big dog Alex, and got a few things. But first, let me show you, I took a little bit of clips while we were there. So take a look at that. Hey, what's up? It's me, Gazbot, for another toy show. And I'm at the Santa Rosa Toy and Comic Book Show. I'll get that in right somewhere. And it's up northeast from where I live in the Bay Area. And it's 3 buildings. I'm in the first building. We just got here, haven't done anything yet. And it looks like this area is a lot of not toy vendors or comic vendors, but creators. Judd Winnick, the writers here, and a few other people. And we're going to take a look and see what we find.
So as I said, this was the creator area, and it was pretty stark. There was a lot of room that wasn't used. I would have cut the room in half, maybe moved every bit up front, because you just didn't get a lot of usage out of that area. In the show proper, you can see that was a little Kamen Rider flippy guy. Here's a Kraken and some Ultraman figures, some Kamen Rider figures. There was a fair amount of Japanese stuff. There's some Godzilla. Of course, I'm taking pictures of things that interest me, but there was plenty of American toys. These were some 80s Voltron, Transformers that, flipped up. Some Dragon Ball figures. The main area was pretty full and had a lot of good variation of toys and things like that. There was 3 buildings as far as I could tell, and one was for the creators, one was for the toys, which is most of what you're seeing here. These were some displays. I've seen these before. They're kind of decent, but I feel that they're overpriced for what they are. I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but I've seen better or just as good for cheaper, unfortunately. This person had a bunch of vintage Star Wars stuff that was really reasonably priced, and I kind of regret not getting that Droid Factory for $45. It was gone when I went by later. There was some cosplay too, and the 501st and some Mandalorians and things like that, and I tried to get some Gazbot Toy Shots interstitials, like this.
Toy shots!
And this.
Toy shots! And now they say nothing worse.
But unfortunately, the big dog is not amazingly adept at camera, so they were sort of cut off. Yeah, I just hit record, and then I don't touch it. I don't know. Here's some more aisles. I just kind of took a lot of pictures of random things as well as things that particularly interested me. There's a cool Unicron statue from Transformers and some small PVCs around it. They had the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters, and they also had a Jeep from Jurassic Park, a TARDIS, a lot of good photo ops, and of course they had the Batmobile. And earlier it had somebody attending it, and then they went away, and so I was able to get inside. I don't know if I should have, but I did. And there's a Razor in the front, which is kind of a cool touch. And then, as I said, here's the Ecto-1 with the big dog, and then of course with me, your lovable host, the Gazbot. This was a decent show overall. It was a little bit far. I don't know if I'd go up there again. Certainly not for another year. The third building that I was starting to mention, they had the one building that had artists and creators, another building, which is the main one here, that had all the toys and stuff, and then a third building had panels where they had Johnny Young Bosch, the second Black Power Ranger, speaking, and a few other people. This table I liked a lot. It had a lot of G1 Transformers and Japanese mecha. This huge Incredible Hulk you could win for a raffle. I thought he was oddly proportionate, had a crazy mouth. This is a cute little Ghidorah plush that I thought about getting. Here were some loose Power Rangers, Sentai type figures. They were only $2 or $3, but they were all in bad shape. These look like they're Megazords, but they were puzzles. This was another really good table with a lot of Godzilla, Ultraman stuff, but it was very expensive, unfortunately, so it was very much a look but don't buy sort of situation. Here was a bootleg Transformers game of some kind. If you read it, it says Pirates vs. Knights. Again, tempted to get it out of interest, but it was like $100-something. Here's some vinyl Safubis next to some 90s stuff. And yeah, that Kamen Rider, someone had told me they had that. I forget if they said it was 50 or 100, but it was more like 500. So when I found it, I'm like, I'll take it. And they're like, that's $500. I was like, no, thank you. But it was a cool table nonetheless. The problem I'm having with shows is that I've gone to quite a few this year. That's the Black Power Rangers helmet. I didn't see him there, but I took a picture of this helmet. So that's almost like taking a picture with him. Oh, I forgot. They also had, I want to say Renaissance Fair, which isn't exactly, the Society of Creative Anachronisms or whatever it was. I forget who it was. But they were doing, fake fighting, and they even had some vegetarian sausage, which I tried, which was actually pretty good. And they had a bunch of food trucks there. So it was good as a toy show goes. This is a Beast Wars piece that the big dog got for very cheap.
How do you react when people fart in stores. No, wait, I didn't get your face.
On the way back, we stopped at Toys R Us, clearly. I didn't get anything, but I did see this neat bumper sticker. Back to studio, Gazbot!
Gives you an idea. It had a good selection, a few minor celebrities and things like that. It had Johnny Young Bosch, who played Adam the second Black Power Ranger. We saw him speak. That was cool. I didn't pick up a lot. What I did get, though, were 3 things. First, this. This is from Star Wars. This is from the Ralph McQuarrie, who is an artist who did a lot of the concept work for the first 3 movies, the original trilogy, that helped shape the look of the overall movie. And a couple years ago, they put out a series of figures based on his original design. So you can see this is Darth Vader, as he originally intended it. Blue lightsaber instead of red and a few other changes, but otherwise pretty similar to what we see in the final movie. These came in these protective cases, which normally you'd have to buy separately, but inside it's a regular blister pack and they come with a coin, and this one comes with an alternate head. Now I got this, and I also got this. This is the original Luke Skywalker, specifically the Luke Skywalker with sort of a space gas mask. I guess he was trying to think about ways that he could exist. And if you look on the back, there's actually a self-portrait painting of Ralph McQuarrie himself. Now, and also Luke has like a yellowish-looking lightsaber, which is interesting because he never had a yellow lightsaber in the movie, but the very first figure they released of him had a yellow lightsaber. So I don't know, maybe that was a nod to him or a mistake when they looked at production art or whatever. But I got both of these for $5 each, and the big dog helped me get a discount on them. He's pretty good at getting deals. I haggle a little bit, but he goes a little more hardcore than I do. But these were good, and I will probably open them up. Maybe I'll keep one sealed, but I like to open them and put them on my shelf. I like that the Luke doesn't even look like Luke. It's a whole different character. I like that better than the Darth Vader. The Darth Vader's neat, but it's so similar to what we see normally, it's not that big a deal. The other one I got from the same series, Boba Fett. This is the original design for Boba Fett, all white. And I knew about this, but I didn't know that there was a prototype Boba Fett armor that's recently become a big thing in the collector market and in Star Wars fandom, because there's actual footage of a gentleman wearing the Boba Fett suit. The full suit created, but all in white. And so they've since released figures of that were mail-aways, and there's a Sideshow collectible. But again, it's interesting that it's very similar to the original art. And what's cool about this one is it comes with a little fireball that, you didn't see Boba Fett use in the original movie, but it was intended apparently. And it's got a cool little fire effect. Again, you can see the back. Comes with a coin. I can't remember if I paid $5 or $8 for this. But basically, anything less than $10 is a good deal for these. So I got these 3. I had a few others, so that brings me... I might have all the ones I want from that series. So that's basically what I got at the show. Now, in addition to that, Big Bad Toy Store, which I talked before about, they had that big sale. They have the pile of loot, which is when you order things, you could pay for them, and they won't ship them, and then they'll combine shipping. And Q, my wife, had bought some Dragon Ball Z figures and a few other things that were in a pile of loot, and I had thrown some things in there that just recently came, including these guys. These are third-party Transformers. This one's upside down. Third-party Transformers from Impossible Toys, which, as far as I know, has only done these mini Transformer figures that are kind of based on Bumblebee Cliffjumper from the original series. And they did some jets, some Seekers, like Thundercracker, Skywarp type guys, but with their Cybertronian forms. That's really all I've seen from them. I don't know if they're going out of business or their products are not that popular, but these have continually dropped in price. And they have a lot of remolds and repaints, and as you can see, different face and color schemes, and it seems like they have 2 or 3 basic molds that they reuse and switch and swap parts. I got these, I want to say they were $10 each, which is pretty cheap for any third-party toy. They've recently gotten even cheaper. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and so there's sales going on, but these toys keep going down and down, and right now you can get the whole set of 9 for $30. The individual ones range from $3.99 to $9.99, depending on which one you want. So if you're looking for a third-party Transformer, this is pretty cheap. And they have like a Bumblebee equivalent and a Cliffjumper equivalent. I have most of those figures though, so what I got was 2 that don't really exist in the lexicon. And this is who they're calling Tapper. And he sort of has the Cliffjumper body. You can tell by that little spoiler right there. But he's a greenish color, comes with a gun. They're nicely sculpted, they transform, and they're fairly well articulated. Definitely more well articulated than the original figures they're based on. And over here I have, they call them B-Bite. and he is more based on the Bumblebee Volkswagen, even the face. But they made him kind of like a pink and white, which I thought was unique and interesting. I think originally they retailed probably for like 20 bucks each. I definitely wouldn't pay that. 10 bucks, not bad. And if you can get them for less than that, you're doing really good. But, oh, one other thing. Amazon recently put this on sale. This is the Legacy Power Morpher from Power Rangers. You'll notice I've removed it from the box, but I wanted to show you the box. It comes with all the power coins for the first 5 Rangers, and it's nearly identical to Zyuranger, which is the Sentai counterpart, except for the sticker, and of course the music. So it comes in a way you could display it like that, or you could set it up to actually be a belt buckle that you would then pull off and do the whole fancy and bring it out, and you get like that. And if you could hear, it plays the Power Rangers theme song. And you can stop it. Right now I have the Triceratops in, but it has all of them, as I said. Now these retailed for $60, and they also came out with a Green Ranger version and a White Ranger version. And then they were off the market, and they were going for over $60 for quite a while. They re-released them, I think New York Comic Con this year, 2015, but then I have them on Amazon. Now I got this cosplay friend of mine named Big Trent had mentioned it on his Instagram, and I got it, let me check my price here. It's 40 something dollars, which is like 20 under retail. And considering they'd been going over for retail, I was pretty excited. Now I already owned one of these, but I got it modded to be a Zyuranger, and the sticker was changed, and the song was changed, but they did a kind of a bad job of it, and so I kind of wanted another one that would have a nice, clear, strong sound. Less than retail by almost $20, great. And right now they're still on Amazon. The deal isn't that good, but I think they're like 57, so $1 or $2 under retail. And if you're interested in getting one, you should, because every time these Legacy things go out of print, they go up. Just ask anybody that's trying to get a Dragon Zord right now. Almost forgot to mention, I also got this. This is Vul Eagle from Super Sentai. There was no Power Rangers counterpart. This was from Sun Vulcan, Taiyo Sentai Sun Vulcan. It was a 3-person team, and this was the red leader. And this is a vinyl, a Sofubi, as you can see. It comes with his tag and his card and everything. Typically, I'll pull these off, which hurts the value, but I like to display them, and I think they look goofy with the stuff hanging off the back, and I'll save it. He was $7.59, which for this sort of thing is expensive. I think in Japan they go for between $3 and $5 or $6, but considering it's in America and everything, it's pretty good. And once again, I got this from Big Bad Toy Store. They have a few of these, and this is the larger size. It's like a 6-inch. Ultraman has recently been releasing 5-inch size of the Spark Dolls. This is the more traditional 6-inch, and I believe it is sold out currently, but you can check back. I got mine at Big Bad Toy Store. You can look on eBay or wherever else, but pretty neat guy. All right, so that's gonna call it quits for this edition of what? Gazbot's Toy Shot! Henshinda! Koyo! Huh! Or just, it's morphin' time!